What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Um, Not my normal type of video. Usually I make videos on how to find an A+ setup. Whatever, you know the deal. I want to make a video on uh like the mindset that you should have as a trader, because a lot of people don't understand the mindset, and I know like a few of the main reasons people don't understand. So I just want to go over them and how you can be successful and honestly gain that successful mindset. Now, making this video, I'm not reading a teleprompter, just so you guys know. So it's all off the dome. And again, I want to make more videos like this for sure. And if you do truly enjoy this video, please leave a like. I'm not gonna edit this or anything, because this is the truth, and this is like the hard part and the boring part that people don't want to hear. I guarantee you 80% of people will not be watching this video after 5-6 minutes. I guarantee it. And if I'm wrong, I won't be wrong, trust. Okay, this is like the boring videos no one wants to watch. Okay, what is it like? What mindset do you have to have? And I want to explain what happened to me. So I'm sure there's a lot of athletes watching this video right now. If you're not an athlete, maybe you're a cook or maybe you're someone else, but whatever occupation you do, it all connects. But for me, being an athlete, I came to trading. I expected to make 100K immediately. Because why? Because I had a winning mindset. And when you had that winning mindset in sports, you just want to win. And our team back in like high school, in the high school days, we never lost that much. So I wasn't used to losing. And I came to trading, and the first thing I thought is, okay, I'm just going to never lose. And obviously I knew it was impossible, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if I can be the first ever trader to find like the golden whatever and never lose? That's what was wrong with me. And I found good strategies. I use inverse, and even using inverses, I'd take a loss and then I'd be like, oh my god, I can't deal with this, and I revenge traded, because after one loss, my mindset wasn't there because I was so used to winning. Okay, now maybe you're on the opposite side. Maybe you're used to losing, and maybe you're like, oh, I can never get a win. Okay, what mindset do you have to have as a losing trader? Well, that's where you're going to have to figure out RR, whether your strategy, like if you're truly losing a lot and it just doesn't match with RR, etc., then obviously I would maybe switch strategies. But there's a big chart that I like in Google. It's you can, obviously it's not a big chart. It's a chart you can get any size anyways. And it tells you need a 34% win rate or 33% win rate or higher at 2-to-1 RR to be profitable. Or you need a 50% win rate to be profitable or break even at a 1R. Okay. So knowing things like that is like the first step as a losing trader. But I feel like more of my students struggle with, okay, I get a win. I'm going to get a win. And that first loss, I revenge trade. So that's what I want to talk about, and how to overcome that mindset. Okay, and it all started with me actually going through the process. A lot of people, they're like, Dodgy, please help me. Like, I can't control myself. And you want me to give you a little secret? I can't help you. You're going to have to go through it yourself. I can't help you. Okay, no matter how much you ask me to help you with the psychology, I can't. You just can't. You have to go through the experience yourself. So stop asking me, Dodgy, what's the best way to do it? You just have to go through. You have to experience it. That's every single trader I've talked to has become profitable. They never, like, they watch the videos where they take advice from people, but they never use their advice. They all took their like own experiences and learned from them. That's how you do it. That's how you get farther in the journey. You don't copy other people. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, one of the things that I like to think about is like a mindset as a trader is, how many trades can I truly take before blowing my account? If you're sizing enough to take like 10 trades before you blow your account, that's perfect. So if that's the case, why are you revenge trading after one loss? Are you really going to take 4, 5, 6 more losses in a row? Probably not. And that's the mindset that people don't understand. It's the mindset you need to adapt, and your brain needs to understand that. So like when I'm taking a loss, I understand like, okay, cool. I'll probably win again tomorrow. I'll probably win again the next day. I don't lose 5 times in a row. And knowing that as a trader will help you a ton. Okay. Now you're probably like, okay, let me do this. And then you're going to revenge trade. And then you're going to come back to me. Oh, it didn't work. It did work. You just have to go through. You have to do more. You have to do more. You have to keep doing the stupid shit to get to stop doing it. Okay, but this is just a thought that might help you increase and speed up your journey. Okay, remember and ask yourself before you take every trade, if I lose, how many more trades can I lose before I actually build my account? And if you can answer that question honestly and truthfully, okay, then it's going to help with that revenge trading. Because why would you revenge trade a setup that's not even a setup just because you lost a trade? It doesn't make sense. There's no edge. Like, stop. Like, I always make a joke in my Discord, like, are you turning on metal rock music and just listening to metal rock music and just going, roar, just like yelling at it? Like, no, you're not. You don't click a button. Get off the damn chart. Go touch grass, bro. It's a loss. Who cares? And growing up as a trader, I never understood, or I never adapted the mindset until I went through it, until I took so many losses. I was sick of it. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to take a loss, see what happens. And I started losing on purpose. That's what I did. And I learned to be like, okay, well, I just took a loss. I ended the day red. And I'm like, feels not great, but it honestly feels better not blowing my account, because I always used to blow my account after I took a loss and I would just rent trade. And that is the most important mindset in trading. I'm not sure the time I'm going to upload this video, but the last 2 weeks, it has been atrocious. Price action has been really bad. It's January 27th right now. So midway through January, we did not get the greatest price action. And the only honest thing that I'm going to tell you is, how do you survive price action like that? There's only one answer. Not revenge trading, taking a loss. Because if you take a loss 2, 3 days, 4 days in a row, you really think you're going to take 6 more losses in a row and blow your account? And I'm talking about a funded account. I'm talking about an Apex account. Let's move that to a live account. Let's say you have 20K in a live account. You're risking $500 per trade. You could take a lot of losses before going below that, whatever you need for leverage. A lot of losses. And want to know the cool thing? You're not going to take that many losses in a row. You're not going to take 10 losses in a row. If you do, I'm going to tell you what, switch your strategy, because it sucks, okay? I'm going to be just truthfully honest, or you're just not doing something right. So going into a trade with that mindset is the number one most important thing. Like, how heavy or how light can I size in order to lose 10, 15 times in a row? Because the chances of happening is very, very, very rare. You can flip a coin and have better RR. Also, journaling. Dude, once I became profitable, I got away from journaling. And the number one thing I get, this is probably the number 2 thing, actually. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but listen, people get payouts. They'll get 2, 3 payouts. They'll DM me. They'll be dodgy. Well, I got payouts and now I'm blowing my account again. What happened? What happened is you probably got cocky. You probably got confident and you're like, oh yeah, I don't need the journal anymore. I did the same thing. Please journal. Ask yourself before you take a trade. Ready? And this is only for people who have backtested a long time. If you've seen a setup and you've seen it before and you see it and you're like, oh, this is awesome. Ask yourself, would I regret putting this setup? Envision the setup playing out, okay? Envision it playing out, right? And ask yourself, would I care if I put the screenshot of this setup in my journal? If I look back and saw this, would I care if I took the trade or not? And the answer is no. That means take the damn trade. Risk your money. It's a setup you've seen before. Just risk your money. I want to risk my money in those trades. People ask me why I don't go to the casino. I do go to the casino, but people ask me why I don't gamble. I don't gamble because I'd rather gamble an IPG setup I've seen play out 15 million times than put it on black. Okay, because I know with my edge, I trust my IPG setup more. Like, why would you not want to wait for that setup and then journal it? Look at it. Look in the journal. Is this a good setup? You know, it's the number one most important thing you have to ask yourself before entering a trade. Envision it playing out, envision it in your journal, and if you can envision that setup in your journal an hour later or days later, and you would be like, oh, if I saw this in my journal, I would actually probably think this is a good trade. Then take the damn setup. Okay, don't be scared. So many people hesitate before entering trades, and that's another mindset thing. You can't hesitate. If the setup is there, risk your damn money. You will not make money if you do not risk money. You will not gain experience if you do not risk money. You will not go farther on your trading journey if you do not risk money. You need to risk money to know what you're doing wrong, how to fix it. You need to risk money to journal trades. You need to do it. Expect to lose in the beginning. It's not easy. Every single one of my friends who ask me about day trading, I tell them, I'm like, bro, it's not easy. You're not built for this, right? And I try to steer them away. Only the strong will not listen to that. Only the strong will try to prove me wrong and be like, Dodgy or Ryan, I'm gonna try anyways. I know you're saying I'm gonna get wrecked, but I'm built for that. I trust you. I'm gonna get wrecked, but I'm gonna learn. Those are the only people that I know making and trading. Other than that, I tell everyone don't trade. And you know, I just kind of see what the reaction is, and they're like, and the two or three people I know who have, I said don't trade, who started trading, they're actually doing quite well because they obviously didn't listen to my advice, and they thought, okay, Dodgy says don't trade, Dodgy says you're gonna get wrecked, don't enter trading, but you know what? I'm gonna try to prove them wrong, and those people are the ones with a strong mindset who try to make it. Okay. If you don't have a why in the trading journal, or if you don't have a why in the trading, why even trade? Don't trade. You need to be motivated, and it's not for the money. You can't just trade for the money. For those looking at your P&L, every single tick, every single fair value gap the forms, every single order block, every single time you look at your P&L and you're like, you're freaking out, you are not built for trading. Just quit. I'm being serious. You're not built for trading. It is all the execution process. Okay, trading is a journey, and it's not a video game. It almost feels like a video game, but it's a journey where your goal is to not make money. Your first goal is not to make money. Your secondary goal in the background is, yes, obviously the hope to make money, but that's never going to be why. And if it is, you're going to suck at trading, because every single trader you enter, you're going to be like, I need to make money. And that's another bad mindset. You need to enter a trade with, okay, is this a good setup? Have I seen this before? How much am I risking? How am I sizing? Will I be okay if I lose money in this? Right? It just goes back to like the thing that why I don't gamble in the casino. I'd much rather lose money on a textbook IFG setup than at the casino, because I have no edge at the casino. Why would you put your money there if you like? Why would you not want to lose money in an IFG setup? 10 out of 10 times, 100 out of 100 times, 1,000 out of 1,000 times. I would love to gamble on IFG that I've seen 50 times before. I would love to put my money on it. Like that's the mindset you need to get. And in order to get that mindset, you need to backtest. You need to look at the markets a lot. And until you get that set up there, you're like, oh, I want to risk my money. I want to lose my money on it. You're never going to make money. Okay. You need to want to lose money to make money. You're going to need to want to see the setup to make money. And you're almost like, oh, I hope I lose. This is such a good setup. You know, I love putting my money on this. And you're not gambling. You're still managing your risk. But it's just the mindset that you need to have before going into every single trade. Okay? And for the athletes out there taking 5-6 wins in a row, then all of a sudden they take a loss. You know, look in your journal. When in the last time in your journal have you taken 5 trades in a row that have been losers? Probably not a lot for most of you watching this video. And if that is the case, then I don't think your strategy is good enough, because there's many other strategies where your win rate will not, or you will not lose 5 trades in a row. But look back in your journal. Go to the history. Go to the stats. How many times are you going to lose 5 trades in a row? Almost never. Especially if you're using IPGs or my strategy, okay? You're almost never going to lose 5 trades in a row. I promise you, okay? And this is obviously not financial advice. But having that data and looking at the data to like back up a claim and to get you not to revenge trade is so important, right? The people revenge trade, they don't journal, they don't care, right? They don't have stats. You know, they don't know how many wins they've taken in a row, right? If I'm going to a revenge trade, but I look at my journal, I see, yeah, I've never taken more than 2 losses in a row. Why would I revenge trade? Statistics don't lie. If I revenge trade, that's just going against my edge and my statistics. So you have to understand that, and that is the best mindset to understand in trading. And that is the only way to save yourself from not getting wrecked. By the way, like this video right now. Just do it, please. Especially if this is helped you. Just trust. Go like the video. Other than mindset, okay, trading is a long game, and I always tell people, like, you're going against robots. You're going against like these guys who have been trading for 30, 40, 50 years, dude. Like, and some of you watching this, you're like 15, 16, 17, 18. You know, you're all young, okay? Now, for the 30, 40-year-olds, you know, you guys are young too, okay? But remember, you're going against the world, okay? You're going against robots that run on a computer that make the market move. You cannot act emotional. Do robots act emotional? Hell no. Okay? They do not. They don't have any thoughts, right? You need to just TP, when to move to break even, when to stop out. You need to know all this in instant before you enter the trade. How much do I risk? If you don't know that, you're not a trader. If you don't want to know that, please quit, because you're not going to make it. Okay? You know, I feel like I repeat myself to so many people. Okay? This is like a message. I repeat myself so much. I copy and paste the same text to so many Discord DMs, so many Instagram DMs. You know, people struggling, you know, and this is the hard message that people don't want to listen to. Okay? And in order to kind of make yourself think this way, you need to go to the experience. This is the only way to, if you want to make 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, this is the only way to make it in trading. And I didn't learn that until 2-3 years down the road. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be a breeze. I was an athlete. I'm like, I got to win every time. You know, I tried finding strategies that would never lose, and it just wasn't possible. And when I thought I did, I lost. So I would revenge trade. So it's the one most important things in trading, and this is the exact mindset you need to have. Okay? If you're lost, you can't get that mindset, then trading might not be for you. Okay? And that's okay. There's many other jobs out there. There's many other opportunities, you know. A lot of well-paying jobs that don't require, you know, the mental strength and the mental fortitude that trading requires. But I know you guys want to make it. I know some of you watching this think, yeah, there's no other way. I have to make it. And for those of you who have that mindset, that's, you know, that's what you're going to have to, you know, use as your motivation. You know, I can't fail. I need to make it, you know. And what do you need to do? You need to backtest. You need to spend hours on the chart. Watch the chart. So many people I see give up after like a year. Did you know watching price action for a year isn't enough? For a year isn't enough. You know, how do I know that? Because I've been watching price action for about 4 or 5 years now. And I thought after a year that was enough. There's still things I learned today. However, I've watched price action so long, there's almost very like little unique scenarios for me now. But after a year, there's so many unique scenarios I still never found. You know, at the time of making this video, we got the DeepSeek AI news, and we opened today. You know, NQ opens, and everyone's like, "Oh, short the market. We're gonna dump and open." And I'm like, guys, that's what everyone else is thinking. We're probably gonna pump. This is an overreaction. You know, stuff like that you're not gonna learn in your first year. Okay, you're going to need the screen time. And for those of you giving up in like 3 months, 6 months, even a year, dude, you need to be trained for like 3 or 4 before you're thinking about giving up. In my opinion, how many years? How many years do you take to get a degree in college? 95% of the world, 4 years. Okay, you can't. Trading is even more difficult than getting a degree. Becoming profitable is not easy. Okay, it's harder than a lot of majors in college. And I went to college. I graduated with a cybersecurity degree, and I tell you, you know, even the hardest quizzes and the hardest tests I took in college are still not where trading is mentally. It's just it's a different game. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of variety of skill, you know, psychology, you know, you need to be disciplined, you know, following your rules, right? And it's so important. And as I get to the end of this video, you're going to think this video saves you, you know, but here's the truth. It's not. What's going to save you is your experience. What's going to save you is you going through the journey yourself. I can't save you. No one can. Not even the best Discord with all 100% win rate alerts. You can only save yourself. Okay, so remember that. So that's going to be it for this video. You know, there's a lot of ways to, you know, combat little things like psychology, discipline. Okay, just started a, you know, mentorship group. You know, one-on-one mentorship. It's very private. I've rejected a lot of people because I don't see people. I don't think they have what it takes to be in it. Okay, they're asking stupid questions. I'm like, no, this guy I can't talk to this guy. He can't be in it. He doesn't want enough. Okay. Anyways, you know, I do an accountability program. So I make groups, and, you know, I make people be accountable, and I make like a public journal. So they all have to publicly journal their trades. And, you know, imagine if you're publicly journaling your trades like this, and everyone could see your stats. Now, I'm not going to show you their stats because that's private information. But imagine if you had to write down stats and you had to show everyone the stupid shit that you did. You know, I just revenge traded. You know, it sounds silly, right? So again, it's exclusive to my mentorship. I reject a lot of people. Okay. Now for the people I have accepted, okay, they're doing well. They're looking good. But even then, they're still in it it's still a longer journey than just a 12-week mentorship, guys. It's not easy at all. I make YouTube videos for free. You don't need to pay me. I don't tell you to pay me, okay? I make them for free. And I've seen, you know, students paying me who have failed, and I've seen free students make it. I've seen students not paying me fail, and I've seen students paying me make it. Doesn't matter whether you're paying me or not, guys. It's your experience, your journey. You do what you want. You do what thinks you're going to help. And I cannot save you. Okay? Now, if you want to, you know, maybe book a call, which I don't know if I'll, you know, you might not get accepted. Okay? There is a link in the bio. You can check it out. Book a call. It's free. Just see like where your struggles are. You know, I talk a lot about psychology, discipline, you know, making rules, accountability journal, and my mentorship. So, like I said, if you're interested in that, I accept like 30-40% of people, just so you know. So if you don't get accepted, remember, I make YouTube videos for free. I know it's not the same, but they are free. That's about it, guys. You have to go out and you have to go out yourself. I can't. That's it. I can't tell you anything else. No matter how much I come up with, I can't tell you anything else. You just have to go out. You have to persevere. You have to, you know, be confident about your trades. You have to be willing to accept and lose money. That's all you. Okay. So I'm going to end it here. And if you guys are still here in a year after watching this video, don't comment now or comment now. Comment the word progress, and then in a year, I want you to set a reminder. If you're still here in a year, reply to that comment that says progress and be like, still here or something. Because I guarantee you less than 10% of people will still be here. And, you know, even a year is not enough. Okay. Like I said, it takes 4 years to get a college degree. Not many people realize that. And trading is much harder than getting a college degree. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.